In today's lesson, we're going to talk about 5 types of content that you can post today. All right, so you know the DMO. One of the things is 3-3-5-5-5-3, right? Copy the DMO. If you don't have this, you can get on MLMNation.com. And it is you're posting 3 times a day. It could be on your personal post. It could be on Instagram. It could be in a group as well to help people. So, content that people like is something that inspires, educates, or entertains. Okay, inspire, educate, entertain. So there's 5 ways. I'm gonna make this really quick for you. 5 kind of categories that inspires, educates, or entertains. So number 1 is teach. Right? If you're a teacher, automatically is positions you as an expert. Right? You don't need to have any success for people to listen to. Right? Teach. And there's a lot of great content out there. You can Google. Actually, I was just checking out Wall Street Journal has something about working at home tips, right? So teach. I think I've talked about them many, many times. But the second type of content is further think about your target audience and what you like to talk about, right? So imagine the people out there. What do they need help? I talk about working at home. Maybe they want work at home tips. Maybe they want to have a plan B. They're worried, right? Maybe they're worried about their health. You can teach something. The second thing is you can give a fact. Find a fascinating fact that you found, you discovered, and you share. Right? You can ask people, what do you think about this? You can ask people about its opinions. Okay? Find a fascinating fact. So number 1, you can teach. Number 2, you can find a fascinating fact. Number 3, you can share a compelling story. Okay, a compelling story. And this is a huge one. People, don't listen to what you say. They remember your stories. So the story doesn't necessarily need to be your story. It could be a story of someone someone, your team member, your downline, your upline, anyone in your company. Share a story, right? So I'll give you an example. Say someone a top earner in your company. They are stay-at-home parents. And there's a stay-at-home mom with like 3 kids, but she's a top earner and she's posting. I guarantee you, if she's a top earner, she's posting content up there. You don't even need to talk to her, interview her. Just find one of her lessons and share that, how this woman inspires you, right? Share a compelling story. Okay. Number 4 is this one. Hey, this is also always works, gets engagement, is an unpopular perspective, unpopular stance towards something. Maybe you're sharing something that is really controversial, okay? That will actually work really, really well, okay? Work really well. Unpopular stance. By the way, when you share that, you will turn off people, but you also attract the people you want. Right? So I just got a message from someone today that messaged me saying that they really appreciate me for sharing my faith on the show. Right? God's very important to me. And so she heard a lot of people that say you shouldn't talk about certain things. And I was like, well, you know what? It's really about what your heart tells you, right? And believe it or not, you're not the only one. If you believe a certain thing, if like God and your faith is very important, there's other people like you as well. By posting it, it will turn people away. But the people who relate best to you, who will like you, it will attract you. Right? So post something that is going to be unpopular. And that's why people ask me, what's the best type of content to post? What type of subject? It's what's in your heart, right? So for example, I had a friend posted a great post about how right now, during a lockdown, during coronavirus, people are not allowed to go surfing. Right? But people are allowed to go hiking, they're allowed to go running, and he just surfing is a better exercise, and these people are spreading germs, and surfing, we're not spreading germs, but hikers are breathing on each other. Now, tell you, runners, hikers, probably not going to like that post, but every surfer out there was like, yo, go, way to represent us. Thank you for that. Thank you for sharing that. Okay? You got to take an unpopular stance, but speak to your crowd, and he couldn't fake it. He had to share something else in his heart, right? Best type of content is what's in your heart. What do you like to talk about? What are your interests? Now, so we talked about number 1, teaching something. Number 2, a fascinating fact. Number 3 is compelling story. Number 4 is unpopular stance. And number 5, it could be intriguing question, right? Intriguing question. Like, how long do you think this is going to last? Or intriguing question, like, do you think people want to go back to the old routines? Right? What's an intriguing question that you can ask? Again, it could be related to what you like to talk about. Okay? Ask that question. Right? And you guarantee you get lots of engagement feedback, and it'd be a very, very good post. Okay? People attracted to you. And by the way, if you're reaching out to co-market and not sure, you're struggling, there's people, they make a quick judgment on you. They go to the post within 2, 3, maximum 5 seconds. They look at you and they'll feel they get to know you. How do people get to know you? By looking at the content. And they'll make a decision whether they want to be with you or not. Now, if you post it on unpopular stance, right? So they may be, oh, I don't relate to you. But there'll be a lot of people that actually relate to you much better or like you. Okay? You got to either attract and repel. Think about that. Am I posting this is going to attract people or repel people? Right? So I did a post yesterday. Probably wasn't interested. A lot of people didn't interested. I did a post about Jackie Robinson, one of my heroes. The first African American to play baseball, right? Play professional sports, and attracted a lot of people. Are huge baseball fans. People who saw Jackie Robinson as a hero. Attracted. Now, people who weren't interested in baseball, probably not that interested in it, right? But you attract and repel. I posted something about network marketing. Posted something the other day about distractions, right? You got to do TikTok, the latest thing, get on the latest thing. I said it's a waste of time. It's a waste of time, and it's another. Don't chase the shiny object. A lot of people like bash. Oh no, that's not true. But a lot of people like, thank you for speaking up about that. We've been telling people to stay focused, right? Remember, you got to track and repel. The more repel, those are the people, by the way, you don't want. They're not interested in your business anyway, right? You're going to attract better people. You're going to create your tribe, okay? The rule is, if you want to attract everyone, you want to attract no one. So 5 things. Number 1, you're going to teach something. Number 2, you're going to create a fascinating fact. Number 3, share a story, okay? It doesn't necessarily be your story. It could be anyone's story. Number 4, an unpopular stance. Number 5, an intriguing question. And so your action step is post one of those 5. Think of one and post it today. That's a great way to create engagement, and it'll also let people know you a lot better, make your recruiting online much, much easier.